Well, it was pretty chilly out here in the greenhouse this morning, but come out here and I could hear the little pump running and these lines, you can feel that hot water going through them. You can see how it's making these lids sweat. I got quite a few things started here, seeds planted in these little starter trays. I bought a bunch of seeds last spring and then wound up having to go to California to do a job, and I didn't get anything done in here in the greenhouse last year, so I don't know. I kept that seed. Some seeds you can keep over, you know, and some seeds will last 1,000 years and some won't even work the next spring. So I don't know what kind of results I'm going to have, but it's kind of fun to pot this stuff up and see what happens. So down here on the heat table you can see it's 70 degrees. It's not even sitting right on one of those hoses. It's just in proximity of these warm little tubes, and that's what I've got my thermostat set as at 70. So although it's only actually about 50 degrees in here, so that's working real well. I've got this little guy full also, and a little heat tape that runs under there. So, kind of a fun thing. I wish I could stay here and play all day, but got to go to work, so I'll see you. Maybe I'll take you guys along today. Oh, and every greenhouse has to have a gargoyle. You know that, don't you? Oh, yeah. I just got in with that, and I'm going to the greenhouse, and I'll show you what I'm up to. I have here some, boy, it's nice and warm in here. I have some cuttings here that I've taken off of it's mulberry, just a mulberry rootstock, and I'm going to take cuttings and dip them in some rooting hormone and pot them up and set them on the heat table here. And then after these things grow, I'll plant those out, and then I'm going to graft weeping mulberry onto the top of them, and they're really pretty. If you've never seen them, just Google weeping mulberry and you'll see what I'm talking about. They look like a big umbrella. So I'm going to get started with that. First thing I'll do is make me a poking stick, because I need to poke a hole down here, because you don't want to put the rooting hormone on and then poke it into the dirt and have it wipe all the rooting hormone off on its way down. So you always got to have a poking stick. And what you do is, as I'm sure all of you know, is you cut this at a node at an angle, and this bud then, everything except one bud, and you cut about a 1/4 inch above that top bud. Dip that in there and knock off the excess and put that in there, and that's about all there is to potting up a plant and making a cutting. It's cutting now. It'll soon be a rooting, but it's cutting at the moment. So, I guess I can turn the camera off, since this is just going to be nothing but a repetition here. Cut that at an angle to expose more cambium. And that's where the roots are going to come out, is out of that cambium layer. Alright, that's enough about that. See ya. Thanks. Bye.